Hey, it's been a minute and we're moving again. But I'm not gonna take you through that whole process because I feel like I had just done a moving video even though it's been about a year. But yeah, we're just gonna skip that whole process and get to the new space. And here we are. Here's just a little peek at the nature. I'll show you more, but it is completely different from where we were before. Though we kind of lived next to a forest, the surrounding area was pretty dry because the people would spray, and they said that they were just accustomed to cleaning everything, aka just chopping shit down. But this place specifically was an effort to restore a degraded cornfield, which is really dope. The owner's not here currently. He's out of the country for the summer, but I'm really excited to talk more with him and get to know the full story of this space. Like, you could tell that the nature is like younger, but I couldn't imagine that it was just a degraded field before, so you could tell that he put a lot of work into this space. Here's the space. This is the deck. We got a natural pool down there. And then there's a kitchen on the bottom floor on Vivo's room up top. And here's the room. I really like how there's like spaces in the walls. Nobody ever does that. It is so annoying when you have like cement or brick wall and there's no way to hang anything up, but then like, yeah, you just created shelves and stuff that is already attached to the place. So that's really nice. I know I just complained about the concrete box in the other house, and I know that this is like kind of pretty closed up, but I do like that there's like a whole open wall. That's very nice. It feels much cooler in here, and it's a natural roof. And I don't spend much time in my room anyways. I really like that I have this whole deck space. Like, that's nice. I like to be outside, so this is perfect. Yeah, I mentioned that because in a video that I cut out, I was talking about how it was so fucking hot in the other house because it was literally just a concrete box with like barely any ventilation. Like, there was minimal windows. Couldn't get over how one doesn't build for the climate that they live in. Like, why would you build a closed up concrete box that just absorbs all the radiation from sitting in the sun all fucking day? Like, it makes no sense. I even almost got heat exhaustion, if not I did, because it was so fucking hot, like, towards the end of our stay there. And like, that's not the norm here. Like, a lot of people build like with open spaces and stuff, but from what I hear, some people go and learn elsewhere, like in the city or something, and copy and paste here. And yeah, again, that doesn't make any sense for the climate. So it is such a relief to be living in a much better constructed home. Finally, I'm all moved in. It has been such a stressful week. Still dealing with the landlord, of course. Let's see what happened. Senor Gato broke his tail and skinned it. Have no idea how, but I just woke up with his like little limp tail. So in the middle of moving, we had to deal with that, take him to the vet. And yeah, just fighting with the landlord because of course he doesn't want to give us our deposit. He's been a big chode the entire time that we've lived there, and we just want it to be over with, so trying to figure that out. But yeah, not so stressful. We found a little cuati. It's like a little raccoon. They call it a Mexican raccoon. It looks like in between a fucking lemur with a pig's face. It's really weird, but it's super cute. She's a little baby. But yeah, I'm gonna take you through life at the new place now. Oh, baby. So Jesus here found her in the road after a really stormy night, and she's kind of just laying there and sick. And we've seen that she's covered in larvae. So that's what we're doing here, is cleaning her off.
Ya está como,
Como un ciervo.
como un lemur, ¿no?
Oh my god.
Y es este. Es como un lemur, ¿no?
Lemur?
Lemur.
She's such a little baby that she doesn't even have teeth yet, and she just sucks on the sandia like it's a nipple. What are you doing? Look at her, she's such a baby. She just loves to cuddle. She's always sleeping on me. She's very attached. She follows me everywhere. She's on my shoulder, she's on my feet. I really think I have to make a full video just on her. Mr. Groany boy. Baby. You're not feeling good. So, Mr. Gato didn't just have an accident in skin his tail. He's fucking eating it. First thing I seen when I woke up this morning was like his tail dripping blood, like half of his tail, and his skin's gone. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because like he's only been in my room. The door's been shut. Like I haven't let him out. So I'm like, how the fuck are you doing this? So I'm searching the room to find the fur so I can have an idea of what's happening. And I find a piece, and it's like literally it's just a ring of his fur and skin that looked like it just got peeled off. So I go to take a picture, I grab my phone, and I turn around, and he's growling and eats it like a fucking psycho.
He's eating his fucking skin. What are you doing? Senor!
Like, I don't understand what the like, why would he do that? It's just been stressing me out. Like, it's already so much moving and dealing with all the stuff, being in a new place, and like dealing with them around other animals, but then he's eating his fucking tail. Yeah, it's been a stressful week. Since I know that it's likely that those of you that are watching are likely to be living in the city, how about we take some time to enjoy the sounds of nature? Here is our outdoor shower. I love an outdoor shower except for on the cold rainy days, which thankfully there's not too much of that. I just have to like adjust my shower time when it is. And yes, as you can see, this is a big lime tree next to the shower. The cool thing about citrus is that it could withstand salts, which is what you're typically going to find in your soaps. So citrus is good to plant by your outdoor showers so that it filters out that shower water. But you should be using natural soaps anyways so you don't pollute the land. But apparently not everyone has got that memo. Those are not my commercial shower bottles, so don't at me about that. And here we're picking some beautiful variety of spinach. One of the things that I like about where I am in Mexico is that you could just create a business and start making money. So that's what I'm doing. I am currently working on creating my business so that I could get my citizenship here. Now, I'm a big advocate for doing what it is you're passionate about in life. And for me, that's many things: nature, food, community and events, health, storytelling, and learning. And I recently decided to go back to school, but not exactly in the traditional sense. I'm doing it my own way. I got my associates some years ago, and I'm going to be using that experience to reorganize my life after being a dirty hippie for years with no concept of time or what day of the week or month it is for the longest time. So I'm going to be doing like a mix of self-study in fields of my interest. I have a bunch of books already that I need to read. I could do my own research. Like, there are just certain topics that I feel like I could do that on my own. But I will be taking some online courses at my old community college. And also, I'll be searching for some other online courses from like alternative type schools, professionals, like just teachers that are doing their own thing online. Also, there is a school here on the coast where a group of local ladies get together and they're teaching about like the native plants and herbal medicine and stuff like that. So I will be taking that when my Spanish gets better. But yeah, I'm going to be studying a variety of topics from psychology and sociology to herbalism and botany to history, architecture, film, and much more. It's all stuff that I'm actually interested in. All things I know I'm actually going to use in my life, unlike that associate's degree I got. Now I know this might be triggering for some people, specifically the your studies are useless if you don't have a piece of paper kind of people. But if you're somebody that wants to create your own world, well, there is no degree in world building. So, if you know what you want, you have a good idea of what you need to get there. And if you don't, well, you'll figure it out on the way. You just gotta start on that path. The main focus of my business here is health food and herbs. I'm starting off with some basics here, like foraging things that I already know about, making some oil infusions and pickles, but I want to do so much more. I want a full-ass apothecary. I'm going to do ferments for my friend's kombucha shop, and I want to create a botanical garden, like a native botanical garden from this area. But I'm American, and not good old country girl American. I didn't know what my beans looked like when they weren't coming out of a bag until I was 25 American. So, I only recently started learning how to grow my own food, so the learning is still curving, which is very good for my patience and my deconditioning from the instant gratification and just enjoying the long process, as I've talked about in another video. Like, you get to truly experience the pace of nature when you're working with plants, which, by the way, I'm also growing decorative plants because my friend with the shop also wants to have it very green and alive and cute. So I'm gonna fill his shop with plants, which I've always wanted to have a cafe full of plants, so this just fits perfectly. Now, Senor Psycho Cat has to wear a cone for his self-cannibalistic behavior. Senor! She's no longer eating just fruit. Now she has little teeth. So yeah, she's eating her first gecko. But yeah, that's about it for now. Now I gotta get to work, and I think I'm gonna do an art challenge soon. So yeah, until then, let me know if there's anything you'd like to know, and I'll see you in the next one.